Welcome back to this channel. In today's video, we will be learning how to subtract mixed fractions. And we will learn how to convert our mixed fractions to improper fractions, and from improper fractions, converting it to equivalent fractions and subtracting it that way. So let's begin with a mixed fraction, okay? So we will do 1 3/4 minus 1 1/3, okay? So these fractions are what we call improper fractions. So we will need to convert it to a mixed fractions. So let's convert these fractions to a improper fraction. So let's start with the 1 3/3, okay? 1 3/4 is what I mean. Let's start with the 1 3/4. So let's convert that. And how we would convert this is we would multiply our whole number by our denominator, and we'll add it to our numerator. Okay, so what we would do, whole number, which is 1, times our denominator, which is 4, plus our numerator, which is 3. Okay, and our denominator here would be 4. Okay, so we will be using 4 for this equation, okay, or for this conversion, so it will be over 4. So our answer here is 1 times 4 is 4, plus 3 is 7 over 4. Okay, so let's do 1 1/3. Okay, let's convert that to an improper fraction. So 1 times 3. So our whole number is 1. Our denominator is 3. 1 times 3 plus our numerator, which is 1, over, and then our denominator here would be 3. Okay, so our answer would be 1 times 3 is 3, plus 1 is 4, and our denominator is 3. Okay, so from here, let's put it back in this format right here. So 1 3/4 is the same as 7 over 4, minus 1 1/3 is the same as 4 over 3. Okay, from here, we will need to subtract, but before we subtract, we have to look at our denominators and see if they are the same or not. And in these two fractions, we have a 4 and a 3, so that is unlike denominators or different denominators. So we will need to convert our fractions to where they are the same. Okay, so for us to do that, we will need to convert. So let's start with 7 over 4. Okay, and let's look at both of our denominators, 4 and 3. We have to determine what one number does 4 and 3 have in common. So let's list out the multiples of 4. Okay, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Okay, and let's list out the multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So from here, when we look at the multiples of 4 and 3, we have to decide what one number does 4 and 3 have in common. So 12 is what we're looking at. So our new denominator is 12. So let's do the conversion. So let's take 7 over 4 and convert it to another fraction where our denominator is 12. So from here, we have to decide, how do we convert 7 over 4 to another fraction where the denominator is 12. So let's begin with our denominator since we know what we're working with. So from here, we have to decide 4 times what one number does can I multiply 4 with to get 12. So it's 4 times 3 will give me 12. Because I multiplied the denominator by 3, I have to multiply the numerator by 3. And my answer is 21 over 12. And how about 4 over 3? Let's convert that to another fraction where the denominator is 12. Okay, so I have to decide what one number can I multiply 3 with to get 12. So 3 times 4 will give me 12. And because I multiplied the denominator by 4, I have to multiply the numerator by 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. And let's go ahead and subtract. Okay. So I'll have 21 over 12 minus 16 over 12. And my answer is 5 over 12. Okay. So my answer is 5 over 12. Okay. Let's do another one together. Okay. Okay. So let's do 1 2/3 minus 1 1/2. Okay. Okay, so first step is convert my mixed fractions to improper fractions. So let's start with the 1 2/3. Okay. So from here, I will need to multiply my whole number to my denominator plus my numerator. So it will be, my whole number is 1 times our denominator is 3, okay, plus the numerator is 2 over 3. Okay, and if I multiplied that out, or multiplied and add it, it would be 1 times 3 is 3, plus 2 is 5 over 3. And you can see my denominator does not change when I convert my mixed fractions to my improper fraction. Okay, so how about 1 1/2? Let's convert that. So it will be, again, my whole number, which is 1, times the denominator, which is 2, plus our numerator, which is 1, over 2. Okay, and the 2 comes from the original fraction, which is 2 right here. So this will be 2 as well. So let's go ahead and convert it. So it's 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1 is 3 over 2. Okay, so from here, let's see where our conversion is. So 1 2/3 is the same as 5 over 3. Minus 1 1/2 is the same as 3 over 2. Okay, so before we subtract this, we have to determine what one number does 3 and 2 have in common. So let's list out the multiples of 3 and 2. So let's start with 3. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And let's list out the multiples of 2. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So as you can see here, the one number that 3 and 2 have in common is 6. Okay, so that will be our new denominator. Okay, so let's start with 5 over 2. Okay, so actually let's make that a little bit smaller. or actually it's 5 over 3. 5 over 3. And we will need to convert our fraction to another fraction where the denominator is 6. Okay, so let's start with our denominators here. So I know that I need to convert or change my denominator from 3 to 6. And by doing that, I have to figure out what one number can I multiply 3 with to get 6. So it's 3 times 2, which will give me 6. Since I multiplied the denominator by 2, I have to multiply the numerator by 2. So 5 times 2 is 10, and 3 times 2 is 6. How about 3 over 2? I will need to convert it to another fraction where the denominator is 6. Okay, so from here, I have to figure out how to convert my fraction from 2 to 6. So what one number do I need to multiply 2 with to get 6? 3. Okay, so 2 times 3 is 6. And because I multiplied the denominator by 3, I also have to multiply the numerator by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so let's go ahead and subtract now since our denominators are the same. So it will be 10 over 6 minus 9 over 6. And my answer would be 10 minus 9 is 1 over 6. Okay. Alright, and I hope this video helps you guys, and thank you for watching.